Hi, today you're going to learn about your water heater. Two tools that you need: a flat blade screwdriver and your channel locks right here. Okay, here we go. Down by the water heater, here's your water heater. This was installed in 2020. Right here it shows we have two new elements in 123. So in January 23, we put two new elements in here. It was installed in January of 20. Now we have the two green short hoses connected together here. I have the female end to connect to the male end of the water heater. Anne-Marie, do you want to zoom in on this maybe? What I'm doing right now is just plain old hooking up a hose. Simple as it could be. Alright, we have a drip pan. Come to find out, a water heater will last as long as you want it to if you drain it every 6 months. This one's been 6 years, the last one lasted 4 years. Alright, now, stay with me, Anne-Marie. This is your water control. We have now effectively cut off the water to the water heater. Alright? Let's go outside. Follow me, Anne-Marie. Okay. I already have the breaker box open. Don't run into it if you do this. And right here you have a big breaker labeled water heater. Let's throw it. The water heater is now effectively turned off. We're going to close this for now because we won't be back here for quite some time. And finally, let's go around to where we're actually going to drain this. As you can see, we've connected the two green hoses. This is the front hose and one of the back hoses. But the light green would be the way to refer to them, I believe. And here we go. Into the hole now. I considered cutting this back a little, but I thought we could probably see in here all right. This thing will always be overgrowing, and you may even have to do some sawing to get into it someday. But I have done that for you at this point. And as you will learn later, this also comes into play when we backwash the pool. But this really isn't hard to take off. It's just awkward. And this is what they call the main drain cleanout. As you will note, it is basically where everything drains. And then we just stick our hose in there, as far as it will go, which really isn't too far. But we're going to want to come back and check on that. You can leave your channel locks here next to your hose or next to your lid. And let's turn around, Anne-Marie, if you'd like to back up a little. We're going back the other way. Okay, now we're going to open some stuff. Our breaker is off. Our hose is in the hole. Now we can open this. You will note, and come in close on this if you can, Anne-Marie, that the screw is across the hose. That means closed. When I put this in here and straighten it up, it should make a noise. Hear that? That's the sound of our pressure releasing. Now, come on up here. As a test, we'll open this just for a second. Okay, stand it up straight. Hear that? Let's step outside for a moment. We're off track a bit here, but this is a safety valve test. If there was pressure, there would be water coming out of that little pipe right there, but we have removed all the pressure. It may drain a little bit, a tiny bit. That was the gurgling, but what we have done is we've released the pressure on the top. Back up now, Anne-Marie, and let's do our last step, which will be in the kitchen. Again, you can leave your screwdriver here because this is the only place you will be using it. And now we will go to the kitchen. Oh, see Freya. Excuse us, Freya. And the last thing we do is open the hot water, which as you can see is not doing anything. And we're going to stop right there. We'll come back in 3 or 4 hours when it is all drained, maybe a couple hours. We'll see. But go out, make sure it's draining into the hole, which it should be, and we'll be back in a couple of hours.